All right, we are live. How we doing today? Oh man, I'm tired. I got big show this weekend at the Wildwood Convention Center in Wildwood, New Jersey. And I'm still not 100% packed. So, I mean, I can't complain. We had a lot of people, needing help in the store. So that's always a plus. It's just I'm gonna be up late tonight, and I gotta wake up early. Am I going to the AC thing? Yes. Most likely I am. So I don't have a booth at the National. The way that I've always gone to the National is through a sponsored spot through the distributor. And just one second. Just want to see if I need to give payment information. So, so basically, they have the Breaker Pavilion, and I can get a spot there. So I can't sell like singles and stuff like I would at a regular show. I can only break wax. I mean, it kind of, if I just sell it, like I say I'm supposed to break it, and then they're like, "Who's looking?" And I don't know who's looking. And we do not talk about Bruno, but basically, I'll be there with wax only, looking to do like personal breaks, and we'll run breaks through there. And there's like a package that I would normally get. 9-box football is right now at 20 teams. So it's coming very close to being scheduled. It's partially dependent on getting payments in when I'm going to put it on drip. And it's also partially dependent on when I will be able to do it due to the show schedule for this weekend. The latest I would see it running is a 4th of July break, unless we are at a party. Okay, the latest it would run is the 5th of July. I forget, I'm not breaking at home, so I may not be able to drive down to the store. You know what I'm saying? But so we'll see if I can squeeze it in Saturday night. If the stars align and all payments are in and we knock out, I would like to sell 5 more teams. Even if we knocked out 3 more teams, I'd probably be happy with that. But again, everything has to fit perfectly. There's no way I'd be able to do it tomorrow because I'm like working from 6 to 8. And then usually my helper gets the little treat of dinner on the boardwalk. So I'm just going to be shot tomorrow night. And then we have to go back early for Saturday. And the show runs pretty late on Saturday, but I could probably, swing by and run a break like that in the evening, like around, I don't know. It's going to depend. So I think Saturday night they expect thunderstorms. So that would be less likely that I would be doing a boardwalk dinner that night, if you know what I'm saying. So I got one person who knocked off one of the teams in baseball. So yeah, that one it's the mini helmets. in that one, not jerseys. It's mini helmet, 2 minis. And yeah, the Giants have pretty decent odds. They're definitely an above average team. I would say even very above average. They're not like nuclear hot like the Cowboys, but they're up there. So, and I just sold 2 of these teams, so I got to get them out of here. The Chiefs sold and the Bills sold. Forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, we're at 20 teams. So on this list here, there should be 12 left. And we'll talk about that more in a little bit as well. But let's talk about this baseball break first, all right? Going to do roll call in a couple minutes and get everybody else in here as well. Doesn't look like any comments on Facebook yet. But all remaining teams in the bargain baseball break available now only through Drip. All right, we're broadcasting on Drip using their platform. So this is how we are going to do it. 2 boxes of 2022 Select and 1 box of 2022 Donruss. All right. Remaining teams, there's not much left. We have the White Sox at $37.95, the Rockies at $18.95, the Twins at $16.95, and the Marlins at $29.95. Also, right now, we have a 9-box football break filling up and a 6-box baseball break. I did not have a chance to load the 6-box into the Drip Shop. We will talk about that after the break is over. But the 9-boxer I will talk about as soon as we're done with roll call, so we give everybody the opportunity to be able to hop on and watch here. Okay? So let me pull this up on my phone. There we go. So I gotta share this. All right, so we're done with that post. And let's see who else we got. So this break filled up pretty quick. We got this one out in a couple days. I posted this morning the break that took a year to make. 2021 Topps Chrome Platinum released yesterday. 2021. It was actually originally, I believe, supposed to come out before Chrome, or around the same time. And what ended up happening is they just pushed that back. They also had pushed back Big League into the deeper part of this year, late spring. I think that came out. So this is, I think this is the last 2021 set. I'm not sure, but I think this is the last 2021 set for baseball. Football, we're probably going to be doing 2021 almost into 2023. I feel. I don't know. Maybe not. No, the 2022 stuff starting to come out now, but Optic, Select, definitely still on delay. I think they're just trying to intermingle it, because usually it is intermingled, right? Usually you still have stuff coming out through until about May or June, with Flawless normally being the end of the 2021 football. But you start getting the New Year's football just before the draft, and we didn't get that this year, obviously. very little is out from this draft class other than like Sage and anything else from this draft class would come out of either Bowman U or the NIL products, which are technically still 2021. So football's, normally not cyclical with the year anyway. It's usually a later start to the new year, but definitely some differences there. Come on. My app crashed, so I'm getting back in and we're going to start roll call. There we go. All right, so let's start it off. Donnie Seiler, Liv, Melissa Marin, Denny Angelo, Mike Coleman, Craig Schneider, Gail Anderson, VJ Laredo, John George, Jeff Lukowitz, Donald Bunch. Add that one on my main list here. Perfect. And Gregory Krause. And I think I said Michael Kelly, but if I didn't, we'll do that again. All right, so again, 4 teams remaining on drip. White Sox, $37.95. Rockies, $18.95. Twins, $16.95. Marlins, $29.95. Khalil Watson is in select. Who do White Sox have? I'm drawing a blank. Probably have the possibility at a good color blast, though, right? Probably Lou Bob's in that mix. Select, usually you see a lot of second year guys. I wouldn't be surprised if you have Andrew Vaughn on that list. Do I still have that pulled up in my web browser? Nope, I got softball stuff in there. That's normal. All right. And everything I worked hard to earn today in the store has been sucked dry by Amazon. Yes. Anyways. All right, so let's see who's here. I didn't see any responses. So I'm just going to message everybody. And then we'll talk real quick about this football break. While we wait for everybody to join us. And anybody who's in the football break, it will help us get everything up and running much quicker. For those on Facebook, if you have not sent payment in yet, please do ASAP, okay? 1, it'll help us do things quicker. 2, there's a special on a product that I especially want to buy and do a break on. And it's going to be a fun one, and it's going to be a little something different than we've done for a little while. All right, I'm not giving anything away, but we'll have some fun with it, absolutely. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I didn't get Laredo. So again, we are in roll call for baseball. If you're watching us through Facebook or through a different social media like Instagram or anything like that. Connor, I almost forgot. Thank you. I have to reset my app. Sometimes when you put an edit, it doesn't recognize it. And I know I put you down before, but you weren't there. So I'm going to fix that. All right. That is fixed. And just got a couple payments in, so that's a good sign. All right. All right, so I messaged you. Missed that one. Yeah. All right, did I get you? Yes, I did. And if anybody is not in our Facebook Messenger group chat, all right, and you want to get notifications, not only easier for stuff like this for when we do roll call, because I already sent that out that way. But if you want to know when the breaks are posted, like from the first few minutes that they're up there. I mean, sometimes I post them and we get a few teams already entered in within a few seconds. So I'm like trying to update it as on the fly as I can. But if you want to know things right as they happen in real time, rather than waiting, sometimes Facebook notifications don't go for like 2 days. Like I've seen them go as long as a week, and I was like, oh, that was like a week ago. Somebody posted that. That's not good. I should have known that sooner. Then message me and we'll get you in that. All right, I think I got everybody. So here we go. Let's roll it back a bit and let's talk this 9-box pick your team football mixer. So we have 2 TriStar Platinum Mini helmets for memorabilia. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Oh, I'm awake. Believe me. Trust me. I'm definitely awake right now. The thing that stinks about Facebook is the comments disappear like 2 seconds after they're made. But I keep peeking between my 3 screens here. So if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube or on Instagram, I've got 2 eyeballs and 3 screens, so I can't necessarily see all the comments, but I will occasionally scroll over to Facebook and make sure I didn't miss anything. So here we go. 9-box mixer, 2 TriStar Platinum Mini helmets, 2 Leaf Metal Draft football boxes. All right. So that's 12 signatures right there. We have 2 Contenders blasters and 2 playoff hanger boxes. That way we make sure everybody gets cards because we don't sell air here. All right. If you want to get in on a break, you're going to get something. I mean, even if it's a little stack of cards, you're going to get something no matter what. And then that's going to provide a couple hits and a couple exclusive parallels. And then the main event for that break is a Prism Hobby Box. So Prism Hobby Box, there's like 14 parallels in there. All right, 4 silvers, 10 numbered, I think, and 2 autographs per box on average. And we all know points count as an auto. But, well, we might not all know that, but now you do. But the points are worth a lot more than they used to be because of the cool sparkle packs and things like that you can get with them. They've improved the rewards program, I think, since the pandemic started. So that's why they give out less points now, because they're worth something. So here's the remaining teams. Again, right now, since we're on Drip, we're kind of pushing this through the Drip shop. So here are the remaining teams as posted on Drip right now. Steelers are 119.95, Jaguars 184.95, Texans 54.95, Cowboys 159.95, Dub Airs 129.95, Panthers 49.95, Falcons 89.95, Seahawks 59.95, Eagles 119.95, Dolphins 129.95, Broncos 79.95, Cardinals 47.95. And if I had to pick some best bang for the buck teams, I kind of like, in no particular order, Dolphins, Eagles, Seahawks, Steelers, Jaguars, Texans, and my number one team would be the Cowboys, just because those memorabilia, they definitely, Cowboys come up plenty. I think the Cowboys, when we've done multiple memorabilia pieces, not just one, but multiple in breaks, I think the Cowboys have hit in probably 5 of the last 7. So I'm not crazy when I say the Cowboys, when there's multiple memorabilia pieces, like they're usually a good risk factor there. And you have Micah Parsons. I think the last break we had old timer Cowboy signee and a Micah Parsons Leaf redemption card. So I don't remember if that was the last break or one of the last breaks, but they pull stuff. And Micah Parsons came out of the Clearly Donruss. That was what was in the last break. It was one of the ones a little bit before that it was the Leaf redemption. I think that ended up being out of 20 also. Usually I say, let me know what the number comes out in case, like a 101. Yay, 101. Okay. I had some coffee. I'm good. Let's start this break, okay? All right. So again, the teams that are available in this one, I think we've given enough time for everybody to get in here. 2 boxes of Select, 1 box of Donruss. Once we show the first hit, that's it. No more teams available. Points for big bucks. Yeah. Well, when the Sparkle packs come, the price goes up. Leaf does the Pro Set. I think that was the one that I was talking about, was the Leaf one. Leaf Pro Set metal. So White Sox $37.95, Rockies $18.95, Twins $16.95, Marlins $29.95, and let's play ball. All right. Let's see here. I got a minor league report on my phone right now. Scary moment for the Astros yesterday. Yordan Alvarez, who's just been, guys sign contracts and then they get like all of a sudden into like a slump. Yordan Alvarez signs a contract and he's batting like 500, like ridiculous. And scary moment yesterday. Alvarez is not known for his defensive metrics so much, and that's always been one of the, I guess, collector's world strikes against him, is that he is primarily used as a DH, which, I mean, it's more common now that you see younger players being used at DH. DH was usually like, all right, Old Yeller, we're going to keep you around for a little while, but soon enough, you're going to be going out to pasture. And then, there was exceptions. there were guys who were long-term DHs and were successful with it, like David Ortiz, I think, was a DH pretty early on in his career, even though he still could, play the field every once in a while. Is that a 25? I'm sorry. But the big thing is that and his age were kind of, poo-pooed a little bit. We're going to have to get over the age thing for at least a couple more years, because anybody who got drafted and missed the 2020 season in the minors, or was displaced and maybe got brought up to the majors early and didn't do as well early on, obviously not, a guy like, trying to think here, who was 2020 and got brought up. There's players that got brought up a little early. Was it Senzel? I think Senzel was one that got brought up a little early. There was a lot of guys who just fell back a year. Joe Adell has struggled, even though every time he's been sent down, he's produced. Joey Bart has struggled, even though last year he was, doing very well at AAA level. You have star players who were doing really good, and then 2020 came and they didn't do so hot. Some guys, there was a hangover into 2021. You look at Christian Yelich. I'm trying to think. There was quite a few star players who didn't perform so well. Cody Ballinger, another one. He was coming off an MVP year. Although, we're still kind of early in his career, but he does seem like an every other year performer. Like, you would think he would be on the Giants rather than the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Even Mike knows what I'm saying, right? Giants winning those World Series every other year for that 5-year period. All right, I have the first hit in my hand. First hit is in my hand. So this is last call here, all right? White Sox, $37.95. Rockies, $18.95. Twins, $16.95. Marlins, $29.95. And those teams are available only through the Drip Shop right now. All right. Again, all cards ship. Just a simple little 3-box break. This box of Donruss, 2 boxes of Select. For those joining in late. So good luck, everybody, and let's rip you a new one. So we have Austin Riley starting us off. He definitely blew up in a big way last year. Ozzie Albies, on the other hand, injured. Mondo is Bryce Harper, injured. Look at this. So Diamondbacks can have a nice cold one on me tonight. Seth Beer, 17 out of 25. And that is I don't even know what that is. Lightning bolt parallel. Let's see. Where'd all my sleeves go? This is what happens when I move stuff around. There we go. It's not a good start. It's not autoed, so I guess this would be a light beer. Yeah, this is his rookie card season, 2022. It could be happening all year long. So there you go. George Brett. One of my favorite to watch growing up. Although I gotta say, my favorite at the hot corner, even though it was a Philly, definitely Mike Schmidt. So, hey, what's going on? And thanks for getting in the football break. So, update on the football break. It's at 20 teams right now. So we moved a couple more. So now we're on what I call standby, right? When we're 5 teams or less from the break being scheduled. Seth Beer was an Astros prospect. So I don't think he ever played for the Astros. He was traded. Shoot, what trade was that? The Greinke deal? It was a few years ago. He was one that took longer to come up than expected. He struggled for a couple years in the minors, which is why he got traded in the first place. But yes, he had prospect cards with the Astros. But he didn't. This is his rookie card year. So we get to stand by, and then I start asking all the Facebook payments to come in. As we have this Vlad Sr. 112 out of 2022. And then I'm going to schedule it up and post a break on Drip so that we can get it out a little quicker. Numbered 46 out of 50. Why do I want to say it was Zach Greinke he was traded for? Does that sound right? Was Greinke on the Astros for like a year or half a year or something like that? I don't remember. I'm almost positive it was a pitcher. It was somebody from the Diamondbacks. Vidal Brujan numbered 46 out of 50, which is exactly how many states there are. So it's kind of a U.S. states parallel. So hopefully we'll get an official word on when that's being scheduled. Very soon. I'm going to try to collect payments tomorrow while I'm at the Wildwood Show. Because I love multitasking. Ty France, who's having an awesome season. Babe Ruth, whose second coming is doing amazing again this year, is Shohei Ohtani. 213 out of 2022, Byron Buxton. Give that a little 1 cent love. I like this. Pudge Rodriguez. So in Donruss, they're not like really hard to find, but they are slightly short printed, kind of like the high numbers and heritage and stuff like that. So the nicknames and stuff like that, they're technically short prints, although more common than the average one. So Liberty Parallel this year, not numbered. Craig Biggio. Now trending 190 out of 349. Hashtag Byron Buxton. Donruss has such fun insert cards. So we got Austin Riley. Blue dabba-dee dabba-da. These blue holofoils are a hobby exclusive. I'm assuming they have retail exclusives that are different color. Maybe, I don't know. Green's usually Fanatics. I don't know what they would be. 1478 out of 2022, Camilo Doval. And then we got... All right, so this card is not numbered. So what happens is on a non-numbered card... or a card that's not a hit, not numbered to 50 or less, we start from the top and the left and work our way across and down. So on this card, Aaron Judge shows up first. So this will go to the Yankees. Crosstown rivals, Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso. I don't know if these are a harder insert to find or not. I don't remember seeing one before. And we got Jared Kelnick, blue foil. And Brandon Lau, stars parallel. Mike Bauman, blue foil. I like to put the foil cards a little 1 cent love right away. DeGrom. Boy, the Mets are missing him. Another loss to the Astros yesterday, 2-0. Although the Astros almost ended up losing 2 players. Jordan Alvarez and what was it? Jeremy Pena was the one he collided with. So, it doesn't look like there was any major damage done by that collision, but I know Jordan Alvarez had to be carried off. So, 1646 out of 2022, Mookie Betts. After missing essentially all of 2020, which, for those who missed 2020, you didn't miss much, right? It was good to see him produce very solid numbers last year. Over 30 home runs, over 100 RBI. Batting average was a little bit low for him. I think he's kind of a 290 to 300 hitter. I think he batted like 270 something. But this year he's not. This year he's batting like 320, 330, somewhere in that neighborhood. So here we go. Hashtag Trey Mancini, 147 out of 249. Trending. Are we trending? I don't think we're trending. Joe Morgan. That first hit is coming out. So if you're watching us on Drip here, all right, White Sox, 37.95. Rockies, 18.95. Twins, 16.95. Marlins, 29.95. This is essentially last call here as we're getting very close to that autograph card. There it is. That didn't take long. Braves, Kyle Muller. It's going to be the first hit. So Braves, Kyle Muller, going to be the first hit. Javi Baez for Detroit Rock City. And Jake Cronenworth. And Indians, CC Sabathia. So as you see there, designated as Cleveland. The retros often have them on older teams. Guess it depends on what jersey they had lying around, or what was on the clearance rack at Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't know what they use anymore. Who knows? So CC Sabathia for Cleveland, and that's about a 75, right? Let's see. Okay. Maybe it's 100. Yeah, definitely will go 100 on this one. All right, perfect. You're finicky today. I did not leave myself a lot of room here. Dealing with my show mess. All right, so that is going to take out the remaining teams. So bear with me 1 second as we flip to that. Delete. 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 And delete. But you still have the opportunity to buy in our 9-box Pick Your Team football mixer. All right. So there are 12 teams still up here. I need to get rid of 5 of them. Get this scheduled up. Again, I probably, if we get all payments in and we knock out like 3, I'm gonna probably just put it on drip and assume we're gonna sell a couple. We'll take that chance, I guess. But definitely gonna need payments in. So if you are in the 9-box Pick Your Team football mixer, let's get that in ASAP if you have not already sent that down. All right, so I'm assuming we're going to get one more auto out of Donruss. Usually, it just says 3 hits, but usually it's 2 autos and 1 relic card. And we've already seen the relic card. And there we go. That is 100% correct, as I have an autograph sitting in my hand. All right. Donruss also good for the whammy. All right, we started a new case, so there's usually 1 whammy per case. Although we've seen other case hits showing up multiple in Panini products lately. Again, I've shared my theory on that. I think part of that has to do with the fact that there is kind of a paper shortage going on. Adolis Garcia, 1659 out of 2022. And I think it's kind of made it so that they decided to cut back hobby production because hobby gives the opportunity for the vendor to make money, whereas pumping out a lot of retail helps out the manufacturer. So now we have, I guess, print runs inconsistent with original plans, and that's where some of these boxes we're seeing like an occasional extra case hit, an occasional extra auto. We opened the Diamond Kings and we had 2 downtowns instead of just 1. So I've seen other breakers pulling like 4 case hits out of a case. And then, of course, there's somebody else who gets none. So you wonder, well, is it that, or is it that it got bunched up and it didn't end up in the right case? I don't know. Hans Kraus. It's not like that never happened before either. What was it, 2016 or 2017 Absolute? They used to do these case hits. It was a redemption for a card that was made out of glass, so they couldn't put it in the boxes. 219 out of 289, Tom Seaver. METS, Mets. And we pulled 4 out of the same case, one of which ended up being a miss, and I still have that Phillip Rivers to this day. Bo Bichette, 76 out of 2022. And let's go Brandon Crawford with the blue foil. All about that base, Hashtag Tyler O'Neill. 713 out of 999, whose autograph looks like the word ton. And that's how hard he hits the ball. He hits the ball a ton. So does this guy, Aaron Judge. Still the major league leader in home runs, I think. I don't know, but he's not messing with it this year. He's not entering the home run derby. Last I saw. Kind of don't blame him. Was it Judge or Alonso that turned down the invitation? Now I don't remember. I know it was a former home run champion. 44 out of 75, Lou Brock. Louis Castillo. Rodon. Stars parallel. Jose Siri, blue foil. Alonso will if he's not starting. Yeah, I think it was Judge that wasn't going to do it. Maybe concerned it'll mess up the long-term contract status, right? I don't know. I know he got a short-term deal done to avoid arbitration, so that was good for him and the Yankees. And speaking of blue foil Siri, how about Jose Siri blue foil signature series? So not numbered either, but this is numbered. I'm sorry. I see it now by his foot. 93 out of 99. So the autos are numbered unlike the regular panels. I haven't even looked to see the updates on the votes. Don't they usually give like a last hint at how everybody's doing right about now? Oh, no problem. So we have football on standby. We actually have a baseball break we just posted earlier today, almost to standby. So it's 2021 Topps Chrome Jumbo. For the votes, I said, don't you usually get like your last hint as to how everybody's doing right about now? Usually about a week or so out before they announce the starting lineups. So one jumbo box of 2021 Topps, two 2021 Topps Chrome Sapphire boxes, and three 2021 Topps Platinum, which I know it's 2021, but it just released yesterday. Yeah, remember that time we had 9 Royals voted in? Everybody starting is a Royal. Alcides Escobar is batting .212, starting shortstop. Brandon Lau. Freddie Peralta, 1471 out of 2022. Jeimer Candelario. Shohei Ohtani. Francisco Lindor. Got a Facebook notification. Okay, Braves are now gone in that break. So that baseball break is now at 16 teams. So, one of the big local stories around here All right. I didn't even know the guy was playing still. Mark Appel threw a scoreless ninth inning. What was it, today or yesterday? Now, the first store I had that was in my hometown was open 2014 and 2015. And I think it was 2014 Bowman that Mark Appel was the number one overall pick. Got George Brett, 1084 out of 2022. So Mark Appel was, big fireballing pitcher, and he had shoulder issues. He did not do well in the minors. I don't even know if he ever got past Double-A. And then a few years into his career, he retired. I guess he never, completely stopped training or anything like that. You can take the baseball away from the baseball player, but you can't take the baseball player out. I don't know. I'm going somewhere with that. I should not have had that coffee this late at night. But I'm leaving from my house at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, but whatever. So, takes a few years, I guess a couple years, gets himself together, and came back in 2021 as a middle reliever. And, his journey has been kind of chronicled through his social media. He's kind of been very candid about things that led to his quitting, his coming back, and 30 years old, all right, but he made it. So not everybody gets to make it. So even though it didn't, he's not a superstar as a first overall pick. Congratulations to him for still gunning it through and being a Major League Baseball player. 67 out of 999. Manny Machado, hit list. Yeah, man, I think it's a great story too, even if he is a Philly. 1389 out of 2022, Kevin Smith. Originally an Astros draft pick. So, Yadier Molina, blue foil. And I forget what trade it was. It was a decent player. I remember it being a multiplayer deal. I'm a Mets fan, so for a long time, since I was a wee lad, I lived through 1990, 91, 92. So if you stick through that, you'll stick through for anything. Alex Manoah, still one of the most underrated cards out of the 2021 rookie class. Otto Lopez. So, all right, so that's Donruss. And we've seen Donruss before. So now let's get to this select business. A lot of 1 cent love going to be going out in this, most likely. So again, 4 hits. Ooh, that sounds like a good watch. I'd watch the Keith Hernandez story. I think the Mets have the best broadcasting people in baseball, and I know there's some good one out there, and that is no disrespect to any of them, but Ron, Keith, and Gary are very engaging to listen to, and oh man, Does the same guy that used to broadcast on the Fan back in the day, who was that broadcast on the Fan? I don't know if he still broadcasts since they changed. I don't listen to games on the radio anymore, but they also have very good radio broadcasting team. I don't know. I was never Howie Long. That's it. Howie Long. Yes. Does he still do the games? Or Howie Rose? Why did I say Howie Long? That's football on the brain. Actually, there's a Howie Long autograph like right in front of me, so maybe that was it. The Raiders. The coffee's supposed to make my brain work better. I should have had a bang. That's what I should have done. Those are supposed to stimulate your brain energy. No, I'm pretty shot right now. I'll admit that. Long week. And then I'm going into a 3-day show. And then I got like 2 days to get things settled down at the store and go away for a couple weeks. So now we will be bringing the show on the road. So while locally we will not be available, we will do our best to have as little interruption as possible to what we do online. And those who do shop locally, you can still buy into our online stuff or like pre-buy things as they arrive, and they'll be set aside for you when I come back. So Mike's calling bull on me. Ooh. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I like this. All right. Let's start with this. Frankie Montas. Hunter Renfroe. All right, those are your concourse. So this is premier level, right? This design. So these are a little bit scarcer. Select, just like in other sports, is tiered. All right. In baseball, you would kind of comparable to how Top School Label works. All right. And then you have parallels like this silver of Andy Ibanez for the Rangers. Didn't need that sleeve. Mike Yastrzemski and Billy Williams. Numbers, Babe Ruth. As far as all-time greats, there are very few with as fascinating numbers as Babe Ruth. And I mean, I gotta admit, the whole Shohei Ohtani thing is great. The other day, somebody posted some kind of ridiculous stat. Babe Ruth never drove in more than 7 runs in a game. And Ohtani did 8. All right. Babe Ruth never struck out more than, 12 batters in a game, and Ohtani did 13. Kind of inferring that Ohtani is greater than Babe Ruth. Look, 2 totally different stories. First of all right, yes, the Angels have some hitters in their lineup. All right. Babe had Gehrig in front of him. And love Mike Trout, number 1 player of the generation. Okay. But Gehrig was hurt a lot less. You know what I'm saying? He was always in the lineup. So I am going to Nationals for one daughter up in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And it overlaps with Nationals for another daughter in Ocean City, Maryland. So we start with the dance, and then we go on to softball. So some very busy daddy-daughter time going on. We got Mike Bauman. It's a rookie. I guess we'll give it a little 1 cent love. I don't know. I guess premier level isn't as big of a deal in baseball as it is, football or basketball. There's Josiah Gray, though. He's a decent prospect. So the multicolor parallels are not numbered. Jarren Duran, Red Sox rookie, phenomenon insert. That's right. I am definitely pumped up for this Nationals because they really have a chance to place really high there. Last year, Lexi's team didn't end up doing Nationals, and last year ended up being Ellie's last full season. Her team finished 9th. I wouldn't be surprised if no pressure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they finish. Was it at least in the quarterfinals or semifinals? So like the round of 8 or the round of 4, that wouldn't shock me, especially the way they've been playing lately. Got Ken Griffey Jr., Jacob deGrom, and numbered 93 out of 99 for the Tigers, Tariq Skubal, select swatches. So yeah, I luck out. Most of Gabby's dance performances are on Monday, and we have to be in Ocean City on Tuesday. So it doesn't look like I'm really going to miss too much. One routine, and then they do something called a color war at the end of the competition. But basically, Jesse's like, what am I going to do for 3 days? At least Gabby will be able to take some master classes and stuff like that. For those of you in the dance world, understanding what I mean. Select stars, Sandy Koufax. And then Lexi gets to do her first national. Alex Kirilloff, Corbin Burns, Hans Kraus. Now this is diamond level. So that is the scarcest tier. The two, concourse is card 1 to 100. What was that? Premier level is 101 to 200, and then 201 to, I don't know if it's 250 or 300. I didn't really look at the back end of the checklist. But Hans Kraus. And Youth Explosion, number 260 out of 299 for the Pirates. Number 1 overall draft pick last year, Henry Davis. Henry Davis. Nice little hit there. And we're going to go en fuego with Matt Olson, formerly of the Ace. Replace some Freddie Freeman guy in Atlanta that everybody was so mad at him because he never came to the table at the very end. Well, apparently he wasn't aware that the place was set for him. And I don't know what the chain of events came to him discovering that, but today he basically told his agent, in layman's Vince McMahon terms, you're fired. And I guess the question out there is, would he have stayed if that information hadn't been withheld from him? And the truth of the matter is, we'll probably never know. Maybe he was looking to go somewhere else anyway. Dodgers are going to be perennial favorites. Freddie Freeman did want probably 1 or 2 years of contract security too much. Matt Olson, they got for the same amount of time I think that Freeman was originally asking for, but it's a couple of years younger. So, in baseball, you don't get paid for what you're expected to do. You get paid for what you've done. Now, that's becoming less and less true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I misplaced my other hat, so I was wearing this one. And all right, so we got our other two hits here. Ah. All right. So we have Brandon Lau, who I feel like he is now probably one of, if not the most underrated threats in baseball. I mean, this guy was just shy of 40 home runs last year. I don't know why people, and he's on a team where you have the phenom prospect, and they've been winners lately. You'd think he was on Colorado the way that the hobby treats him. Casey Mize, Tyler Stevenson, Gary Carter, Thomas Zapuki, silver. Willie Stargell, there's Zapuki's base rookie. Moonshots, Mike Piazza. Oh, man, two of my all-time favorites at catcher. Gary Carter and Mike Piazza. And Pudge Rodriguez. You can tell what era I'm stuck in, right? Do love Yachty, though. Totally respect Yachty. Salvador Perez is a beast. And I think Joey Bardo will eventually develop into that kind of player. I hope he does. Anthony Descalfini. Brian Reynolds, another guy who's kind of short on the respect list, but he plays on the Pirates, so I mean, you can almost understand it. Although, Pirates, little by little improving, finally not trading away all their prospects. There's a little bit of hope with O'Neal Cruz. Jake Myers, concourse level, again, no number on the on those multicolor ones. Select Stars, Xander Bogaerts for Boston. TJ Friedel, Los Rojos. We'll give that a little 1 cent love, since that is a rookie card there. And Miggy Cabrera, Select Stars insert. Mad Max, Wander Franco. There we go. So that's a premier level card. And then numbered 39 out of 75. And kind of a miss. Jake Berger for Chicago. Jake Berger, White Sox. Where the heck did those thick sleeves go? There they are. That looks like a nice 120. So Jake Berger for the White Sox. Little Bryce baby. Sparks. Definitely see the sparks flying out of his eye when his thumb got broken the other night. Successful surgery. I think he's expected to be out 8 weeks with that. And then Diamondback, 65 out of 99, Jake McCarthy with the bigger relic piece. I think that's 100. Yeah, it's not slip sliding around. Should be good. And Moonshot Silver, Franmil Reyes. Select is such a solid product for baseball. I feel like it's a little underrated, mostly because it's a Panini product, but I think we're starting to see singles get a little more respect, though, as there's more collectors, right? And let's face it, for Panini stuff, for baseball, I don't think the production numbers are going through the roof, right? Maybe a little increase, but I don't think they're going up through the roof. There's a lot of logo snobs out there. It's okay. But, the card designs are awesome. I don't know. Do you guys think Panini's kind of just drawing things out and trying to get a little bit of a higher price from Fanatics? Topps sold pretty quickly. Topps was in a bad spot very early. Panini's got a couple more years where they can milk this. I found it interesting because obviously, there's Panini still has some rights in the game, right? Panini's still making Fanatics exclusive products, so obviously they do some sort of business together. But I found it interesting. I don't know. Has anybody seen the ads for the return of starting lineup? That's a Fanatics product, but it's also made in part with Panini. Hasbro, Panini, Fanatics are the main partners in that gig. Not like these guys are strangers to each other. It's not like, we hate them. Although we have seen Fanatics exclusive signers refuse to sign Panini cards. It'll be written on the sheets for them at the autograph signings. So I don't know. I don't know which is which, but you got to wonder if at some point something's going to give, and they get in business together, or they have some kind of mutual working agreement. I mean, maybe Fanatics. This was a suggestion that was batted around in the beginning, and I got to admit, I really wasn't too keen on that idea actually happening. But maybe Fanatics allows Panini to print the cards for them. They just want the licensing money, and it doesn't make sense for them to lease something out when Panini wasn't going to pay that much in the first place, but maybe that's how it's going to work. I now see that as a little bit more of a viable option than I did maybe a few months ago. And I guess we got to say the return of starting lineup, somewhat cool, right? I still have like some of the 90s ones sitting in the clearance section over there. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what we got here. All right. A couple more packs. We can do this box in one shot. Not a lot of cards, and I got big hands. All right, here we go. So for the grand conclusion here, Aaron Nola, Andrew McCutchen, who's had a little drop in production. Still can hit the long ball, but I mean, doesn't everybody? Ryan Vilade. Jesus Sanchez, Sandy Koufax, Manny Machado, and Fuego. Babe Ruth, Garrett Cole, Polar Bear, it's a premier level. Colton Wong with a silver. It got quiet over in Facebook land. Actually got quiet in Drip too. Let's see. Phillies. Luke Williams. Wait, that's a 75. This guy. Actually, no, it's kind of in between. I would feel more comfortable with 100, I guess. Jazz Chisholm and Fuego Silver. All about that base, Ken Griffey Jr., that is a nice little prism there. Nate Pearson shut down. He actually hasn't pitched in the big leagues yet this year, and I guess he's having some throwing issues. So he's going to be out at least a few more weeks before he gets the opportunity to make his debut for the season. Franmil Reyes, Moonshots. Musgrove. Colton Welker. Pete Alonso, Moonshot. Mad Bum. Robert. Otani. Let's give Otani a little 1 second. He's amazing. Pitching, hitting, he does it all. Justin Verlander. First to 10 wins this year. Oh, that would be a nice sight to see, a color wheel. So who is now a Marlin? Yeah. And this is a former Marlin. Many, many moons ago. There's Seth Beer again. Joey Votto. Clayton Kershaw, Select Stars. Rafael Devers. Patrick Wisdom, who led the Cubs in home runs last year. And we have definitely phenomenon right there, Mike Trout. Mike Trout has been quite the phenomenon the last few years. All right. Rays, Josh Lau. So Josh Lau for Tampa Bay. Some would say wrong Ray. Some would say wrong Lau. I don't know. Juan Soto with the Moonshot. Raleigh Fingers, Barrios. And numbered 47 out of 299. And we talked about how those second-year players frequent the checklist on select. And there's one for the Reds, Jonathan India. Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't blame the Giants. He hasn't been consistent for a while now, you know. Otherwise, the Cubs would be paying the money to keep all those guys around, but like it hasn't been working. Baez, Bryant, anybody who they've signed as a free agent pitcher, you know, days are done. Schwarber, everybody's gone now. Total reboot. Cedric Mullins, numbers. He's another guy whose numbers are often underrated, although he hasn't. He did it for a year. You know, he's got to show a little more consistency. But Matt Brash, Aaron Ashby. Yelich, Jazz Chisholm, and Fuego. And what's better than a burger? A double burger with cheese, double cheeseburger. There we go. 2 out of 99. That wouldn't have been a bad deal for the White Sox. $37.95, 2 autos, and all the other cards. Don't let those hits be misses. Let's sell out the next break. So we got Jake Berger, numbered to 75 earlier, numbered to 99 this time around. All right, so not a bad few boxes there. So let's do a quick recap. And then we'll talk about the break that just posted this afternoon. Facebook notifications, make sure no teams have been taken. No, Braves was the last one. All right, recap time. So some honorable mentions. Seth Beer for the Diamondbacks, numbered to 25. Diamondbacks also had a hit, numbered to 99, Jake McCarthy. Vidal Brujan for the Rays, numbered to 50. Rays also hitting. We had a Wander Franco rookie too, I guess, in this type of a bargain break. We'll mention that, right? And then we had Josh Lau with the relic. Yankees get the Crosstown Rivals card. Aaron Judge, Pete Alonso. Braves, Kyle Muller. Indians, well, that's what they were called when he threw for them, but Guardians, CC Sabathia. Tigers, Tariq Skubal, and that's numbered to 99. Phillies, Luke Williams. Astros to 99, Jose Siri. And then for a bargain break, not too bad at the top here, all right? Top 3 finishes, I guess you could say. Numbered to 299 for the Reds, Jonathan India. Numbered to 299 for the Pirates, Henry Davis. And then numbered to 75 and to 99, Jake Berger with a little twin magic there. So real quick, I'm going to go over what we posted this morning. If you're on Drip and you're interested in buying in, I'll just add it into the Drip shop. All right? Shout it out on Drip if you're interested, and we'll get it added into the Drip shop, and you can purchase it from there. So 2021 Chrome Baseball Mixer. All right? So I know 2021 is over, but new release yesterday, 2021 Chrome Platinum. So we have one jumbo box with 5 autos, 2 sapphire boxes with 1 auto, 1 parallel, and a lot of cool shiny cards. All right. And then 3 of the Platinum Anniversary Chromes. Now, I was kind of hoping, since the checklist was so delayed, they might have added some of the later in the year players, but no, it's still, the checklist is still stuck in the timeline where it was originally supposed to be. All right. Stranger Things comes out tomorrow. So you're not going to see like a guy like Alek Manoah in here. But this is not the straight Chrome checklist. So what they did is they used the 52 tops design. All right, so the original 52 tops, right? I mean, they did do the black and whites in 51, but 52 is considered the first tops cards. All right, 52 design, and there are retired players in the checklist, unlike normal Chrome. So it's not a carbon copy of Chrome. It's not like a Ben Baller where the cards are just designed a little bit differently. This is a standalone set that stands together with Chrome, right? And those are 1 auto per box. So you got a total of 10 autographs in this break, plus plenty of cool things as far as color goes. Here's what we have as far as remaining teams. Diamondbacks are 55. So don't forget, even if it's not in the regular Chrome, we do have regular Chrome in there, and we have the sapphires. So even if they're left off the checklist on one, but they're on the other, you still got guys on there. So like Diamondbacks, I think you have Dalton Varsho only on the Platinum, but you have Varsho and who's the other guy from last year? I don't think he had a base card, but he had a regular Pavin Smith. Yeah, Pavin Smith. So you got some guys there. So Diamondbacks are 55. Orioles are 95. Don't forget Ryan Mountcastle, rookie year. All right, we have to think back to last year, not this year's guys, right? Red Sox 110. White Sox 125. All right. Andrew Vaughn make it? I think Andrew Vaughn made it onto the regular Chrome. Nationals 45. Now it's like, oh, you got Luis Garcia. Don't forget though, I mean, you get a nice shiny parallel of Juan Soto. That's going to pay for it in itself. Guardians are 40. Tigers are 75. So you got Casey Mize rookies. Royals 45. Dodgers 45. Some good star player parallels possible there. I also want to say Keibert Ruiz was on one of those checklists. I don't remember. No, I don't think it was late enough in the season. I'm not sure about that. Brewers 35. Twins 75. So there you have Alex Kirilloff, who I think started the year a little slow, but Yankees 135. Phillies 55. And you got Alec Boehm there. Padres 40. All right, so that's all the teams still available. Again, if you're watching on Drip, I can just add that onto the Drip shop. I'll go over it one more time. Diamondbacks 55, Orioles 95, Red Sox 110, White Sox 125, Nationals 45, Guardians 40, Tigers 75, Royals 45, Dodgers 45, Brewers 35, Twins 75, Yankees 135, Phillies 55, Padres 40. So again, those watching on Facebook, we do have a post up for that. We posted it around 1 o'clock Eastern time today. I was going to do it in the morning, but came here a little bit early and somebody was already waiting here ready to go. So that's always a good thing. I mean, they're waiting at the doors for me. Sometimes I'm a few minutes early, sometimes I'm a few minutes late, but I get there. And that's it. Yep. No new teams on these notifications. So we're at 16 teams for baseball. That's almost a standby, right? 25 is the magic number. So once we get to 20, that's what standby is considered. That means 5 teams or less. Get your payments in, all right, if you haven't already. Football is on standby. So those teams are already preloaded into the drip shop. We have the Steelers, $119.95. The Jaguars, $184.95. Texans, $54.95. Cowboys, $159.95. The Bears, $129.95. Panthers, $49.95. Falcons, $89.95. Seahawks, $59.95. Eagles, $119.95. Dolphins, $129.95. Broncos, $79.95. And the Cardinals are $47.95. So, before I go, does anybody have anything for me? Any requests as far as personal breaks go? A lot of stuff is kind of packed up already, but, some things I didn't pack up everything because, what the hell do I need to bring, 50 boxes of the same thing? Especially when I'm this close. I'm driving back and forth to the show. I'm not going to pay $750 a night for a hotel room 4th of July weekend in Wildwood, thank you very much, when I live an hour and 10 minutes away. So, even if you see me at the show, and I'm at the point now where I don't want to pack too much more because I'm freaking exhausted. Maybe I'll just swing by tomorrow and, grab a half an hour's worth of stuff. But I want to be home by midnight, so... yeah. So anybody's got anything for me, just hit me up on Messenger. I'll probably be in the store for about another hour, so I can pop back on Facebook if somebody has a personal break request and it's something that's accessible. Otherwise, you'll probably see us broadcast live a little bit from the show and kind of show you what's going on down there. All right. So I appreciate everything. Thanks for those who are in the break, and don't let those hits be misses. All right, let's sell the next one out. All right, don't let those hits be misses. We'll be back to rip you a new one soon. Take care and have a great